Kirby, you're lying to yourself, brother. You know all the teams at the top, weak as shit. You've been calling the Bills weak as shit.
Man.
D-Light, before we came on, I'm snitching, called the Raiders weak as shit. The AFC is ass, bro. I'm not finna keep doing this with you. All right, everybody. Welcome back to Dead Spot Podcast. Hope you all tuned into my last episode with Mr. Big Steppin', my guy Jordan Gomes. Go tune into that. But right now, we back with my bros, weekly picks. All right, this week, you know, five times straight champ. But I got to share the crown with my dogs, with my Raider homies. We got Kerr, 3-time champ. Oh, D-Light hit that Big Steppin' did. There you go. 2-time champ. Kerr hit it with him, Kerr. Oh. Kel, Rudy, y'all don't want to join in? No? Niggas don't want to. Niggas ain't feeling real big steppish.
Gotta get a W when you do that, man.
Yeah, so you niggas ain't still winning, so it's good. Everybody else, though, you know, D-Light came on 2-time champ, Kurt 3-time champ. Your boy, 7-time champ. It is what it is. This shit type of shit just happens sometimes. But congrats to my guys, my Niner bros. Y'all got to do better. Y'all got to do better. But let's get right into it. We didn't get to touch on this last week, so we're going to get it started with it. We're going to touch on, we did some awards last year. We're going to do a few more today. We going with Comeback Player of the Year. Now, this award pretty much down to 2 players at this point. We got Mr. Bosa for them Niners going crazy. And we got Mr. Dak Prescott for the Cowboys coming back doing this thing. So we're going to see who y'all got for Comeback Player of the Year. Both having good years. Niners a little bit more up and down than the Cowboys, but they kind of starting to get a little shaky now. So let's see what y'all got. Anybody like to go first?
I'll start it off, bro. I think we know where most of y'all gonna go, but I'm gonna keep it real. Like I always say, numbers don't lie. I don't think anybody thought that the Cowboys would be in the position that they're in right now. You know, one of the top teams in the NFC. So with that being said, with Dak going out there, we know we got weapons, but he utilizing them. You know what I mean? Coming off an injury that he came off of, I don't know if anybody would have predicted that they would be in this position right now. You know what I'm saying? We knew that they had the capabilities, but did we know that they would be one of these top teams? So with the record that they got and with them being a contender, that's what I think elevate Dak over Bosa. So that's where I'm going with it right now, man.
So a question before we move on, you said that a lot of people didn't think. I think a lot of people, now I wasn't one of them people, but a lot of people I think had Dallas winning their division. I mean, right now they currently the last division winner right now, so they're in 4th. So is they really exceeding expectation that much with what they currently doing?
I don't think the division is like the deciding factor. The division, that's almost given most years. You know what I'm saying?
I'm getting that. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Overall record is what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? With where they ended up at this point in the season. Feel me?
Got you. Okay. D-Light went with Decky. Curry, you shaking your head up there. What you got for me?
And that's the end. So everything I was going to say. I was going to say if that goes for 4,500 to 5K, somehow pulls it out. And they got 4 more games left. You go with the numbers, you go with the Cowboys, how gruesome the injury was. You know, it's kind of like this whole story. It's the Cowboys, right? So it's like the number 1 team in the NFL in terms of media stuff. So they want to give it to the boy. Since they can't give him MVP this year, they got to give him something. I did some little research on this, got my little bow bombs out. Last time a non-quarterback won the award was 2017. That was Keenan Allen. The last time a defensive player won, that was 2015. That was Eric Berry coming back from leukemia. The last defensive end, though, was 2007. So it's been a minute. I don't think this is the year to do it. If anything, I think that Derwin James is kind of my dark horse. I'm not saying it's going to be Derwin, but he got a shot.
Derwin, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Bo, go, bro.
Listen, man. D-Light said numbers don't lie. Kurt talked about how gruesome Dak's injury was.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not discounting either one of those. Dak's doing great. Dak's injury was gruesome. But going back to what D-Ly said, let's look at some numbers, man. On the year, Bosa got 12 sacks, 39 tackles, 16 tackles for a loss, and that's in 12 games. Bosa is also the most double-teamed most double-teamed edge rusher in the NFL out of anybody. And let's look at this, man. When we heard about Bosa's injury last year, we just thought it was a ACL tear. That's not what it was, brother. I had to do some more digging into this injury. This ain't no regular tear, man. What he had to do was a complete reconstruction of his entire knee. He had a torn anterior cruciate ligament, a torn medial collateral ligament, and a torn lateral meniscus. I had to go and pull out a medical chart and actually look to see what all this stuff was. And it's basically the entire knee. I had to look up another fact that said most players, NFL players that get this type of injury have never returned to play this game again. So for the simple fact that Bosa is not only getting double teamed more than any edge rusher in the league, he's got 12 sacks on the year, 39 tackles, and 16 tackles for a loss. That is phenomenal. That's why I'm going with Bosa as my comeback player of the year. Dak is doing great. Bosa's doing phenomenal.
12 sacks, 16 tackles for loss. The boy said the whole knee was fucked up. Now, I got knee problems. I know what that knee do. My knee like a noodle. So for him to come, I don't care. Talk to me. We got Rudy for Bosa.
Hey, man. 12 games, like Bosa said, 12 sacks, 16 tackles for loss. That's crazy. I mean, and even to add on to that, feel me, forced fumbles. He got PBU, 26 quarterback hits. Like, come on. And he getting held on almost every play. It's evident. He knows it. He even said in the post game, he like, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. You just got to keep playing. But for him to be on the tear that he is right now, I'm going to go Bosa. But I wouldn't be surprised if Dak get it. You know, just with the record right now, just them winning the division, just, you know, and, you know, the NFL and America in general, they love the Cowboys. Let's face it. They want the Cowboys to be at the center of attention, no matter what. So the Cowboys being good does well for the rankings in the league of the NFL and everything. But I do think, though, if the Niners, we can turn it back around, get back on the right track, we do well in the playoffs and everything, and Bosa keeps being dominant, I think Bosa could sneak up and grab that.
So Kerr, D-Light, 12 sacks, 16 tackles for loss, 3 forced fumbles. The whole knee had to get redid. That don't move y'all at all? Or not saying I got to, just asking.
I mean, Rudolph reading off the full ACL, MCL, like he could have abbreviated if he didn't want to. Like he gets double teamed. That's cool. That's what's up. But he is good. He is dominant. He is dominant. What you want me to hold on? I'm setting it up.
Hey, hold on. You just tried to minimize the end. You could have just said that. No, he needed to show this.
No, he's trying to put some extra dress.
That's not news, though. We already knew that, bro. Like for you to spell it out to us, like we ain't know what an AC. We already knew that, bro.
I just said it wasn't no ACL tear. That's not no ACL tear. I just told
you they wasn't listening
in your knee.
I'm just saying Rudolph was trying to add some pizzazz to it.
Reading comprehension. Reading comprehension. You rated niggas don't possess reading comprehension. He said people.
I like it simple. I like it easy.
Who have that injury don't return back to play. You not hear that part?
In and out. But like I think that with this award, particularly stats aren't as big of a deal as with storylines. Like Ryan Tannehill won it, and all he did was come back from playing with Adam Gase. Like it wasn't that much of a thing. Like I think it's more of a storyline driven award. So with that, kind of like Kel was saying, I think I wouldn't be surprised if he won it. Now with that being said, Nick Bosa is like a top 4 and top 5 end in the league, so it can go either way.
So, because what I want is more of what I should have been. It's not what y'all think the league. It was who you think deserved the award, not what you think the NFL gonna do. Because we know that's the whole reason why we got Offensive Player of the Year, because they made the MVP a quarterback award. We know they favored the quarterback. It was who, like how Dennis be like, I know it's gonna be a quarterback, but I think it should have been Derrick Henry. I was asking who y'all thought it should be, not with the people up there with the storylines want. Then it's smiling. I don't know. What you think?
Because at the end of the day, it's who gonna win the award. You know what I'm saying? Who gonna get it? And that's who I believe is gonna get it. Do Bosa got the stats to prove that he A contender for it? Yes. I don't think that was a part of any of the arguments that any of us said. You know what I'm saying? But in terms of who the reward is gonna go to, that's who it's gonna be. You don't see niggas with losing records winning shit. That ain't how it go. They ain't got no losing record right now. You ain't got it right now, okay? But I'm just saying, like, the Cowboys at the end of the day most likely gonna have that better record than y'all. And that's when they start giving out the shit. You feel me? So they gonna put that into the conversation.
All right, we can keep moving. You see the nigga try to throw it straight or the losing record. What losing record? And we in the playoffs, Mr. 11 spot, but we ain't even gonna talk about y'all no more. I ain't got y'all on the schedule this week. We gonna keep it rolling. Rougie wanted to talk about Rookie of the Year. Rougie both said he had somebody for us. We gonna all go, but we gonna start with Mr. Bo.
Yeah, man. And this is kind of like how Kurt said, this is who I think should get Rookie of the Year just because of what he's been doing, what he's produced, and just what is the spot that he in. And I think I'm going with Elijah Mitchell. That's who I think should be the offensive Rookie of the Year, man. Because if you look at that stats, he's got 759 rushing yards on the year. He's got 5 touchdowns. That's tied. He's tied for 13. And he's averaging 4.6 yards a carry. Now, if we want to get some reference in there, he's got 20 yards less than Najee in rushing. He's tied for touchdowns than Najee. And he's played 3 less games than Najee. Now, Najee does have 2 receiving touchdowns, but Mitchell is on pace to go over 1,000 yards rushing. He's had 4 games this season with over 100 yards rushing on the ground, man. I just think that he deserves that. And it's a lot of football to play left. So I think he deserves that offensive Rookie of the Year spot. Plus, he's a 6th-round pick. Ain't nobody expecting him to be doing this. The man is killing.
Definitely think I seen a stat that said he averaged 4.8 and Najee averaging 3.8. Najee only got, like you said, like 20-something more yards on like almost 100 more carries. Now that's not a knock to Najee. That's just the numbers.
Right.
Okay, Elijah Mitchell, that's a good one. Who want to go next? Let's move it over to Kel. What you got for me, Kel?
Damn, Rudy, that was a curveball. I was gonna say Jamar Chase, just simply what he's been doing. I mean it's a little early, but he kind of elevating himself to being one of the top young receivers in the game already. Just everything he's been doing, the impact he's been having. But man, after what Rudy Bo said, man, I'm kind of, I don't want my bias against the get in the way, but I mean, I kind of like what Rudy Bo was saying with Elijah though. But I think Jamar though. I think Jamar go get it. I think Jamar go take it.
Okay. And what he got right now? I think he had 50 catches for 900, so he's averaging about 18 yards a catch right now. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, especially for a rookie. But I'll wait till my turn to go deeper on, bro. Who want to go next? Which one of you Raider niggas want to go? Let's go with
Kerr. I like Rudy in the real dramatic mood today with the 6th-round pick, throwing that out there and all that. I like those kind of spices. That's cool. Makes a good storyline. It's Jamar Chase, brother. Like, I don't even know what else to tell you. Like,
yeah, it's just the facts, though, bro. All right, come on, go.
Facts are not. The fact is Jamar Chase is 5th in the whole league in receiving yards and hasn't had over 52 yards in over 4 weeks.
True.
That's a fact. Even Jalen Waddle got a lot of catches too, but he does not have the yards. He doesn't have the explosive offense. Like, Jamar Chase came in, added a whole new element to that offense. Mm-hmm. Like, at top 5 in the league, like, not even receiving. Like, there was talk where he might have been the best rookie receiver of all time. Like, best rookie season at least of all time.
Yeah.
Like, oh, is this the next, it's not the next Randy Moss, but it's like, oh, was this comparing that kind of stuff? Like, yeah. Elijah Mitchell is having a great year. He's going to win a lot of fantasy leagues, but I don't know if that's necessarily enough for him to get the Rookie of the Year locked up. It's a good pick, though.
Kerr, you owe your shit today. Then let's go. I don't like the tone. I'm just gonna say that. But T-Lock.
I like how kind of Kerwin put it into perspective. I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't even thinking of Jamar Chase coming into it. I knew he was hot early on, but I feel like he kind of tapered off a little bit as we came longer into the season. Najee was one of them boys that I'm keeping it real. I wasn't expecting to come out killing the way that he did. But the way that he turned up with the Steelers and did what he needed to do, you know, as a rookie at one of the toughest positions in the league, you feel me? I think that he deserving for contention with this award too. And I love Jamar Chase too and what he was doing out there. I don't think that was expected of him. If I'm being honest, I think at the end of the day, it's going to go to Mac Jones just because Kerwin said it already, the story. But if I'm putting my bid in, I'm going with Najee.
Okay, kid. I mean, D-Life for Najee. I like that. I'm glad none of y'all picked Mac, bro. I really didn't want to have to go back and forth with y'all on this situation, bro. This is the rookie of the year, damn near the only in every league where your record don't really have nothing to do with. It's basically just how you did that year, right? So if we doing it just off that, Mac damn near not even top 5, bro. Like it's niggas balling better than him, bro. Just based off the numbers, not the record. So I'm glad y'all didn't go that way. We ain't got to do it. Bo, I knew you, Elijah Mitchell, man. I like that though. We're almost 5 yards a carry. Like you said, 6th-round draft pick. He pretty much helped save our season, bro. Like all bullshit aside, like if it's not for him stepping up the way he did, bro, do we even really turn our season around? Like I know we've been giving Debo all the credit and they've been all the deep, but in a few of them wins, bro, he was 116, 100 and this, 100 that. Like he was doing, like it was real consistent. So. And like you said, bro, Jamar Chase that fell off 5 weeks without over 50 yards. My guy, that's a long time, Kerr.
Yeah, that was a good stat. I didn't know that, Kerr.
Shout out Mina Kimes. Shout out Mina Kimes.
Shout out Mina. Man, listen, y'all. That's why you niggas got to go rewatch the tape. Watch last week. I said that shit last week. That's what my nigga Jamar. But now I'm still going with Jamar, bro. I'm still going with that nigga, bro. Only because, bro, you almost got 1,000 yards with 4 games to go. He averaging 18 yards a catch. Like you said, Kurt, he been slowing down, but he put himself such a far advantage that is cool. It's like in fantasy football, if you start 7-0, if you lose 3-4, you still in there because you started off so good. So, like they do the whole season. If they want to go with the storyline that he fell off a little bit, Najee do got an action at getting in there. But if you're just looking at who been the hottest all year long, it's been Chase. Bo, I love your pick, but you know they don't fuck with the Niners. You know they ain't even down. Enough people don't even know his name for him to get the award. So they're gonna play him out. They're gonna play him out. It ain't even, but he right there though. He should finish before Mac himself. You feel me? But they gonna play him out, Bo. They gonna do him wrong.
He should definitely be above Mac, but I think what might come into play in voters' minds a lot is how much is Elijah and how much is the system that Kyle Shanahan's putting in. You can't knock the brother for putting up numbers, like you can't. But it's got to the point almost where it's like we could put any running back in here and get 100 yards.
But see, that's
the perception at least. So
I think that's almost a false narrative, bro. Because if it was a couple weeks in there, we was just plugging anybody in, and them bums was bumming that shit up, boy. You know, so I don't know. The system, like you said, I mean, the system definitely is like effective, but I don't know if it's just how we thought it was, where it's really literally anybody now. I mean, you got to show a little something because I don't know. So let's just recap. Bo, Elijah Mitchell, Kel, Kerr, me, go Jamar. Dennis went Najee. We'd move on. No reason to go Mac. I love it. Before we go though, before we get into the next topic, I think this would be a good time, Bo, for you to talk about your Buffalo Bills before we get into our next segment. Don't be smiling. I told you we was coming. We gonna have to do this at some point.
I thought you was gonna do it after the reactions and overreactions. How about let's take care of that first? It's all going with the flow.
So you still trying to work through your emotions. I got you. Let's keep it rolling. We will come back to the Rougie Bowl. D-Light, if I forget, remind me. We gonna move on with the next thing. We got a new segment for the week. We going with overreactions or not overreactions. I got 5 questions for my guys. We're gonna see what we got going. Let's start with the first one. And Kerr, I'm coming to you with this first one because, brother, I tried to tell you what you got. Overreaction, not overreaction. AFC as a whole is trash. The NFC is winning the Super Bowl for sure. Talk to me, Kerr.
The 2-part question. One part, it's not overreaction. The NFC is definitely winning the Super Bowl. However,
Let me stop before we start. We ain't doing none of that Kerr shit where it's like, oh, I'm gonna take this side and I'm gonna take that side and I'm gonna be right either way. These is 5 questions. You get 5 answers. It's either each one. It's either not overreaction or overreaction. I don't need no 10 questions.
All right, well, if we're going like that, if we using I got one answer, I'm going with the overreaction. AFC has 12 teams at or over 500. The NFC has 7. The bottom 7 teams in the league, or the bottom 11, 3 are from the AFC, 8 are from the NFC. It's just not a lot going on over there. It's a lot more balanced on the the AFC side. Granted, yes, the heavy hitters are all on the NFC, right? You got the Cowboys. You have not the Cowboys. Cowboys are up there, but Cardinals, Packers, and the Bucks. Like those are the 3 perennial favorites. But everybody else is not that good. There's one division that has more than one team above 500. There's 2 that has one or two teams at least with either at or above 500. That's it. Second place in the South is 5-7. There's 3 teams tied with 5-7 with against the Panthers, Falcons, and the Saints. The Lions have not mathematically been eliminated from the playoffs yet are still in contention for the number 1 pick. There's nothing you could say to that to make the AFC worse than the NFC as a whole.
I just really don't understand when you talk. Why do you always want to talk about the bottom of the conferences? Then
The whole conference, is it not?
No, bro. You don't make your.
You said AFC as a whole, right?
But bro, you don't say, "Oh, the bottom better," and then just throw in there. Well, the top of the league is better in the NFC, but the bums at the bottom, like that's not a good art. Like
you said, AFC as a whole, right? Is trash. I'm saying that's an overreaction because as a whole, it's better than the NFC.
Is it better, or because ain't nobody separated? That means that nobody's really good. So and everybody beating everybody, so everybody record about the same.
As a whole, everybody's better.
Then who, bro?
The AFC is better than the NFC as a whole, top to bottom. The top for the NFC is higher than the top for the AFC.
That should all that matter. The last time
what are we asking for as a whole for?
I'm just saying because nobody is that good. If the second part of the question is the NFC is winning the Super Bowl. So
I said yeah, and I said that's not overreaction.
So, bro, the NFC gonna win the Super Bowl for sure, but the AFC is better. How do you even make that argument, bro? Like the NFC, you just said the NFC for sure winning the Super Bowl is not an overreaction, but the AFC is better than the NFC. I don't even know how you can say that, brother.
You're saying as a whole, like we're not going to pick and choose 3 teams and then compare it to like the whole rest of the conference. Like that's if you're saying as a whole, the Detroit Lions are 1-10-1 and still have a chance at the playoffs. How can you not have a weak conference if that's a possibility?
Bro, I get where Kerwin coming from. I understand it. Like you said earlier, where we at 11 seed in the AFC with a 500 record, and where y'all at with a 500 record, 5th, 6th.
That's what I'm saying, because our top teams is really that they good, so they taking care of business. Y'all have no top team. It's just a whole bunch of mediocrity. So if everybody is in the middle, you can't say because we all right here and the NFC got some niggas up here and some niggas below that this whole middle just a bums is better.
So
the Chiefs was as bad as us, and they done went from being almost, y'all told me they should damn near not even be a playoff team. Now they finna be the 1 seed in a minute.
That's where Kerwin coming from, though. At the end of the day, like with all the teams that's in there, if you look at all the teams collectively, record-wise, AFC looking better. I don't know if I agree with it. I'm just answering the question at the end of the day. and I'm thinking who gonna win the bowl and who got the overall better players, I'm looking at the top instead of looking overall. And if I'm picking, I'm gonna say the NFC just because I don't believe that the Patriots is gonna beat any of them top teams in there. I don't think anybody thought that the Tennessee would still be here right now. But then if I think that they're gonna play one of them top contenders in the NFC, I don't think that's gonna fare out well. You know what I'm saying? Baltimore done always showed me that they wishy-washy. Kansas City is the one prayer team that we think is gonna make a shot. You know what I'm saying? But like they still haven't convinced me at the end of the day. If I'm being honest, like I haven't been convinced with who you beat. Like, come on now. So with that being said, I do think that the NFC got it this year just because of those top dogs. Kerwin, I get what you're saying. As a whole, yes, you look at it top to bottom, you can't have the same record and be in this position. That's like East versus West in basketball. You know what I'm saying? Can't have that same record and still be in this position and still make it. But when I'm looking at it at the top, I'm going to take the NFC's top team over the AFC's top team. So that's how my answer roll. I'm saying NFC. Not an overreaction. Back to the question.
So, Kirk, you went with overreaction, and Dennis went with not overreaction. Well, to the what they was all that what they were saying. You say what?
Not an overreaction. The only part about the question that I don't like, Dev, is about when you said the NFC is going to win for show. It's too definitive. This is football. Anything can really happen. Do they have a stronger case? By far. But yeah, not an overreaction.
Well, then, I mean, that's the point of the for show to see is that overreaction or not. So, you know what I'm saying? Like that's.
I don't think it's an overreaction. No, the AFC is not better than the NFC.
Kill.
Yeah, I agree. It's not an overreaction. I mean, when you just look at the teams in the AFC, it's like at the top you got New England, who they got to throw 3 times a game to win a game, like against another top team in the AFC, the Bills. You got Baltimore, who, like D-Light says, wishy-washy. Like Kansas City been struggling the whole season and got 8. Like you said, Dev, they ain't number 1. They about to be number 1. They about to. So I mean, it's easy. I don't know what the debate is about, but it's easy.
During that 5-game win streak, they played 3 NFC teams. Just for the record.
And
I'm just saying, like they're not just beating up on the AFC. Like they're playing the same. Like you can only play who's in front of you and all that, but it's like
that's not the question. That's not the question.
Bro, and then you want to talk about they beat the Falcons.
NFC team.
What, bro? They beat the Panthers before Cam. This was, and then what other NFC team they beat on here?
The Washington football team.
No, and then the Packers too without A-Rod.
So what's the point of you even bringing that up, bro?
They beat 3 NFC teams. You talking about AFC versus NFC?
Bro, you just had me waste time to go search for this for you to say they didn't have no A-Rod. Boy, I can't stand you. Anywho, let's move on to the next question. Because Kirby, you're lying to yourself, brother. You know all the teams at the top, weak as shit. You've been calling the Bills weak as shit.
Man.
D-Light, before we came on, I'm snitching, called the Raiders weak as shit. The AFC is ass, bro. I'm not finna keep doing this with you. I'm snitching. Kirk got me. Next question. D-Light, your camera, we cover to you first. Tom Brady has the MVP already locked up.
Not an overreaction. We already went there last week. Let's leave it at that. Tune in last week if you ain't see it.
D-Light said it's over, big dog. 5 weeks left, it's over. Kill.
Not an overreaction as well. I mean, like the great Adrian Broner said, man, take the L out of lover. It's over, brother. It's over. Tom got that.
Let me see. Rougibo.
Not an overreaction, man. Like how D said, we covered it last week. How you even said last week, Deb. This man is 40 in his 40s doing what he's doing, man. It's not an overreaction.
Kurt.
Sweet. I'm gonna have to go back and watch last week to see what happened, but it's definitely not an overreaction. It's him, a large gap, and then Kyler and Stafford. Your pick of the litter for spots 3 and 4. I wouldn't even say number 2. He got number 2 also.
Yeah, because you said Kyler last week, but I ain't going either. This is interesting, bro. I did not think this was gonna be a clean sweep. I kind of thought this was overreaction myself, just a little bit. Like already locked up, but y'all saying that. I thought, okay.
Who behind them? Who is it? I want to know who the contender is.
Shit, man. I don't but I mean it's still 5 weeks to go. You know what I'm saying? Somebody, like we were saying, was that me and you, D, or who was that saying? Mahomes still got action if he start going crazy.
I don't think he could go that crazy, bro. I don't think so.
He did come out and not really do that. It might not be an overreaction. Okay, that's I didn't think.
Been saying T.J. Watt should probably get it.
Oh, that's not happening.
MVP?
Yeah, that's cookies. So
You notice it's a quarterback award, right?
Hey, that's what they say. It's mostly been given to quarterbacks, but they say he should be in the conversation.
Vegas.
Come on now.
Vegas got it. Brady by a wide margin.
Oh, shit.
And then Rodgers, Josh Allen, and Kyler.
Now, Rodgers is the one that I said could be that sneak sleeper that could come up on him. But Brady got a damn near tank for A-Rod to.
Yeah, how much better is A-Rod? How much better is TB numbers over A-Rod? Is that much better?
A lot.
A lot better?
A-Rod hasn't really been playing like the best football this season, to be honest with you. Like the defense is doing a lot of work.
Damn, TB. Oh my God, bro. I got to hear all these people talk about Tom Brady this, Tom Brady that this all season, but I feel it. Let's keep it rolling. The Bosa brothers, when it's all said and done, will be better than the Watt brothers. Talk to me nice. Kale.
I might have to go overreaction with this,
Okay.
just because it's a little early for just to determine with Nick Bosa. I think with both the Bosa brothers actually, because Joey, he be doing his thing, but he be a little inconsistent, and with them not having Melvin Ingram this season, kind of shows a little bit. Offensive lines kind of focusing on him a little more. Nick, don't get me wrong, Nick is doing his thing, but he got injured one season, so it's kind of like, is he going to stay healthy? And then when you go to the Watt brothers, TJ Watt is just an animal. Like, and he been doing this the last few years. Like,
He had KC last year.
Yeah, for last year. And I know everybody, Aaron Donald is Aaron Donald, but TJ Watt is like right there as far as like dominant defensive presence. You feel me? And then we know what JJ Watt was in his prime. We knew, what he brought and everything. So it might be a little bit of overreaction, but it's possible. It can happen in the future.
No, but as right now, you're not messing with it. I got you. D-like ball.
Kill, I fuck with you, bro. You real logical with it. I fuck with you because at the end of the day, bro, JJ Watt was one of them dogs, man. JJ Watt was that. He was going crazy. JJ Watt was going crazy. And then you see Lil Bro coming in there right now off the bat, bro. Like, it ain't even no question. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you can't take away the history of what JJ Watt did, right? And you look at Joey Bosa, he not on his level, bro. Like, he raw, but he not on his level. Nick and TJ, they both going crazy. They both doing their thing. But I think TJ edging him out. Like, I think TJ Watt edging him out at the end of the day. So if I'm looking at it, bro, I'm over here giving the credit to J.J. Watt and what he done did back in the day when he was in his prime. And then even before he got injured with Arizona, like still he was going crazy. So I think it is an overreaction right now at this moment. Yes.
Kurt.
Yeah, I think it's an overreaction as well. I'm actually like a big Nick Bosa fan. Like, I wish he was on the Raiders. I wish we would have tanked that season and got him, except in case whatever it is, what it is. But there's just no way that they're combined. They might not even be better than JJ Watt. Like, JJ was damn near like him and Reggie White were in conversation for like the growth for like a minute there in his career. And you got TJ coming in. Oh, he's getting hurt a lot too, but still has 16 sacks through. I think it's like 12 games, 11 games, whatever it might be, or 10 or 11 games. Excuse me. He's on pace to damn near be not better than JJ, but like kind of even JJ has said it's like some little brother, big brother stuff, but he could be better than me, that kind of stuff. I think that Joey Bosa is good. I think he's really good. I don't think he's great. I definitely don't think he's generational. I think Nick could be, but I don't think Joey is. So if it's both of them, then I'm rocking with the Watts. So I think it's an overreaction.
Sure. The way you answer questions, bro, it just do something to me, bro. Nick Bosa and Joey Bosa, JJ Watt better than both of them combined, bro. Hate when you do shit like that. Rudy, go.
Yeah, I think it's an overreaction too, man. Like how Kel said, it's still early in these careers, but going back to what D-Light said, bro, JJ Watt was feared by 31 quarterbacks in the league. JJ Watt had a presence on that defense and on a poverty franchise, bro. He was the best player on that team for a long, long time, and he dominated. And then if you look at what his little brother is doing, he following in his footsteps. He's doing his thing too. And that's not to take nothing away from the Bosa brothers. They can be great as well. But like how you said, Joey Bosa, definitely a little bit inconsistent. But Nick is that guy. But I think it's an overreaction, brother.
As far as Nick go, I think even though it's big brother versus big brother, you would have to go Nick is better. So it would have to be Nick versus JJ and then Joey versus TJ. To even kind of make it a little bit more fair, because I think Nick is better than Joey. I mean, JJ better than all these niggas for sure. But I mean, just if you're gonna do like who career could average out to be close to what JJ was, it would have to be Nick. But yeah,
and that's the thing though, because you're saying that the newer little brother is better than the older one. Yeah. Like the older one, Joey, he already passed his prime. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, both of them. You look at the other side with the other brothers, I think they both could still climb from where they at right now. So
I think both could still climb. I mean, Joey can still climb a little bit, but Nick is just so raw. And I just don't think that's really that close. Like, but yeah, I mean, I'm a big TJ guy too. So yeah, it's definitely, you know what I'm saying? Let me see. What's the next one we got on here? Here we go. We throwing this to Rudy, bro. I'm gonna make this question last. So then I could come to you, and then we can talk about your deals. Moving right along to my next question. Patrick Mahomes is already a top 10 quarterback of all time. Kale, what you think, good brother?
All right, so the statement is Patrick Mahomes is already a top 10 quarterback of all time.
Yes. Now he will be. Right now, if he retired, is top 10.
And for that, I'm going to just say overreaction.
Okay.
I mean, when you talk the top 10 list, it's a lot of great names already up there. You feel me? And you got to do some magical stuff to really, get your name up there in the top 10. And when you say already, it's like I don't know. It's probably a little premature. I do think eventually he'll get there, but when you say already, then I think that's the overreaction. That's when the overreaction comes in.
Yeah, you got to add the already, because I feel like if you add, will he become a top 10 quarterback before it's all said and done? That would have been too easy of a question.
Yeah, that would have been too easy. Yeah.
I feel so. Curry, you up there bobbleheading it. What you got, brother?
I think Kel made a lot of good points. The already is the real tough part of the question. I pulled up a top 10 quarterbacks of all time list from Bleacher Report. They got Otto Graham and Roger Staubach. I think he's up there. I'm saying it's not overreaction. I don't know. Like I'm not taking Roger Staubach with 57% completion percentage, 7.7 yards attempt with 153 touchdowns. Pat did that in 3 seasons. He's not even done yet. Come on, man.
That was a good one, Kurt. Bo, what you got for me?
That was a good one, Kurt, actually. But I think it's a little bit of an overreaction, bro, just because Pat Mahomes got a long career ahead, and I definitely agree that he can get there, but I think as of right now, it's overreaction.
Okay. Be like boss.
Yeah, I was going back and forth, but I gotta be real with it. I think it's a at this moment. It's an overreaction. Kerwin said who at the bottom of that list, but you look who at the top. It's some tough names. You feel me? A-Rod, Joe Montana, Drew Brees. Like, it's some boys up there. You feel me? That done solidified they spot. Pat came in and he did his thing off the bat, but
he only got to get one spot though, D. He don't got to get to the top 5. He just got to get. He can sneak. He can beat number 10.
He do. He only need one spot. You're right about that. But I don't think that the tenure is there for me to give him that top 10. You feel me? Like I got to respect the loyalty in the ones that's been doing that for a long time. If I'm ending the season right now and I go 10 years from now, am I gonna say Pat Mahomes was top 10? I don't think so. Okay. If he stopped right now, feel me?
Right. Wait, Kel, you ready? You had something else to say, brother? Or
yeah, I want to say, no, that wasn't a good one, Kerwin. You niggas that was a good one, Kerwin. No, it wasn't, because because it was different eras. Everybody, we throw a lot more now. So when you take into effect guys like Brett Favre, Joe Montana, like all, like, you feel me? It was different eras, and even back then, those guys I just named, and even the guys you named, wasn't throwing the ball as much as the league is now, as much as Patrick Mahomes is now. But that's it. I just want to rebuttal that real quick.
So to that, I say this, brother. It ain't this nigga Pat Mahomes' fault. Evolution happened. Like, I mean, shit happened. Steph Curry right now finna break Ray Allen record, and all you keep seeing is, oh my God, it took Ray Allen 1,300 games. It only took Steph 780 games. Well, nigga, he's shooting 3 times more threes than Ray Allen. Ain't nobody worried about that. All they saying is, look how fast he finna break the record. So you can't, I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of tough to be like,
right. Everybody on the top 10 list, though, got way more yards than Pat Mahomes at this point. Way more yards, way more touchdowns. Probably got more rings. You got to go through the list and look at it.
I'm glad you said that, D. Like, they gonna have more yards because they play long. But ain't none of them niggas got a better best season. Drew Brees only been to 1 Super Bowl. He only got 1 Super Bowl ring in 100 years of playing. A-Rod, we been calling him the best. He only been to 1 Super Bowl. Only got 1 Super Bowl in his 100 years of playing. He only got 1 NFC championship.
And how many Pat Mahomes got?
He got 1 ring and 2 Super Bowl appearances already. 3 AFC championship appearances. He right there. How many MVPs did Drew Brees have? I wait, none. Mahomes already got an MVP. A-Rod, he got 2 MVPs, so he right there as far as like accolades with some of these players. If you look at just straight accolades and take away the yards and stuff, if you just looked at it, you would think his career was already better than Drew Brees just based off of the awards they won, what they've accomplished in their time. They both got 1 Super Bowl. Mahomes got the MVP. Drew Brees, I don't think got no year as good as his first year starting. With that many touchdowns and that many yards and that type of impact, I don't know. And you say somebody Otto Graham, Kel, you lying to yourself. You coach football. You're not taking Otto Graham over Patrick Mahomes. I don't give a damn if it was 1950 or 2050. You know you lying. But we're going to keep it moving, brother. We're going to keep it going. We getting into this last question here. The Pats are the biggest threat to dethrone the Chiefs. Kel.
It's not an overreaction. Wait. You said the Pats are the biggest threat to dethrone the Chiefs. I don't think it's an overreaction. I mean, when you think of the question, not the question, when you think of the statement, you feel me? Who the Pats got as their coach? Bill Belichick. I mean, I trust Bill Belichick to draw up his scheme and scheme his way into beating the Chiefs. If it was a playoff game or whatever, like I trust Bill Belichick into doing that. But I don't think it's overreaction though.
Okay, so to you, the Pats got the best chance of knocking the Chiefs off. Okay, Kerr.
Not an overreaction either. Since the AFC is so tight with such good teams, it's tough for it's tough. You look at the top of the pack and it's the Pats and the Titans, and I don't know what's going on in Tennessee. So I'm rocking with the Pats. I think it's not an overreaction.
D-Light ball.
So we asking in the AFC, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, AFC, strictly.
I think it is an overreaction, bro.
Okay.
I think I don't think that we expected the Titans to be doing what they're doing right now, and they is. So why not give them the credit that they deserve? I still think that at the end of the day, that Lamar Jackson could turn up when he want to. So I still think that they a threat. And then I think of like divisional matchups. You know what I'm saying? LA been fucking up, but I think if it come down to it on some divisional rivalry, I think that they can edge it out. So do I think that the Pats is the only ones that's a threat against them? No.
The only one, just the one that they got the best shot out of all of the teams. Like not the only threat, the biggest threat.
I like their defense a lot, but I don't think that they is the biggest threat. I like Baltimore at the end of the day. Even with them sliding downwards, I like them in the AFC still.
Okay. Now, before I get to Bo, Kirk, remember D-Light boss? We already talked about how D-Light boss, when he was getting on me about this. No, not Kirk. I'm going to talk to Kill, because Kill told me I was right, so I'm going to go with Kill. Fuck you, Kirk. You agree with this. Kill, my brother. Listen, remember when he was talking about the Falcons, and, bro, don't nobody care what the record say, bro. We know the real. We know what's really finna happen. Why is the first team you mentioned Titans, bro? You know they not finna do nothing, bro. I don't care what they record say, bro. Why you don't never keep the same energy? That's all I be wanting to know.
Because I don't know if they not going to do nothing. I didn't think they was going to be second in the AFC at this point. So how I'm supposed to know that they not going to do nothing? I said earlier, bro, the Chiefs have not impressed me up until this point, bro. The teams that they beat are not impressive, bro. You just said it with Kerwin. Like, they beat NFC with nobody in there. So why wouldn't I think that the Titans could do something against the Chiefs that I'm not impressed with at this point? No. The Broncos was right there, edge up with them. Like, why would I think that? No.
I ain't saying you got to believe in the Chiefs. I'm just saying the first team that came up with the Titans, that just didn't feel,
Top of the AFC.
They did beat him 27-3. They did play, and they did beat him 27-3.
They number 2.
Did Derrick Henry play?
Is he gonna play when they play him in the playoffs?
No.
It's a possibility.
So it don't matter.
Definitely
comparing apples to apples at this point.
Possibility.
Yeah, for sure. Bo Rappaport, tap in.
Anywho,
I need him.
Rudy, bro. I just want to say, you see how far that your boys came? That didn't even mention your boys. They said the Pats is the biggest. You feel me? Talk to me. And then you might as well just keep on talking and tell me what happened yesterday. Just, we could just, that's why I came to you last. We could just transition. You feel me?
I wanted you to come to me after you did Kirk, because I need to say something about he talking about how the AFC got all these stacked teams. Kirk, New England. I understand your question, dear. It's not an overreaction. Are the Patriots the biggest threat to the Chiefs to dethrone them? Yes, they're the most consistent team in the AFC. No, I'm not taking the Titans if I have to go against it. Do I think they're a threat to the Chiefs? No, I'm not taking Baltimore. Do I think they're a threat to the Chiefs? I'm not taking the Chargers. I'm not taking Cincinnati. The only possible team I will probably take is Buffalo, but I'm not going to say it's not an overreaction. New England is the biggest threat to the Chiefs right now to get to the bowl.
Damn, that hurt you to say. You can just see how he got hella like tits and shit. You feel me? Oh man, Bo, you weren't supposed to go out like that, Bo. You weren't supposed to go out like that.
I keep it real.
So then let's just keep it on. So how do you go from they winning the Super Bowl, bro, to they not even the favorites in the AFC no more, to now they not even the biggest threat no more, bro? What, like, damn.
I was answering your question. And as far as the Monday night game, bro, I don't know what you want me to say, bro. They lost. They lost. The score was 14-10. As before Kerr says it, I'm gonna say it. Mac Jones threw 3 times. He went 2 for 3. No context. Kerr would tell you that, you know, that was phenomenal. It's really not. He threw 2 for 3. They scored 1 touchdown, and that was on a run. The pass that Mac Jones was incomplete was to a wide open Jonnu Smith. Weather played a crucial part in determining the outcome of that game. Was it a bad loss? Yeah. Should they be embarrassed? No. Should they be ashamed? No. They have a chance to get their get back.
Now, Bo, I would expect you to go out like that, bro. That was just.
What do you want me to say?
That boy said the weather. They shouldn't be embarrassed.
What do you want me to say?
One of the bad bitches on national TV.
What you want me to say, bro? I don't get what you want me to say.
Bro, I wasn't even gonna do this. Kirk, get his ass, bro. Sick his ass, bro. Eat his ass up.
You know, I don't see. Here's the thing: Mac Jones did throw 3 times, and they did rush for over 5 yards to carry. But like we said earlier in the segment, Dev said it last week. Shout out Mina Kimes. You take out that Damian Harris run, they held them like 3.8 yards per carry. It wasn't that bad. It's just a tough loss because the Bills is just ass. So, like, there's nothing you could do. How you in Buffalo, New York, you can't run the ball. That doesn't make sense to me. But
the Bills haven't ran the ball all season. They haven't been good at running the ball all season. We've been saying.
And you in Buffalo, New York. You play in the AFC East. You in Buffalo, New York. You can't run the ball. This is like damn near the Northeast every week in December. Is this going to be this kind of windy? It's going to be windy, cold, something or other. It's going to every single week we're going to have some sort of thing come up.
So it's going to be like this in Foxborough in the 2 weeks is what you're saying.
And they're going to run the ball.
Oh, I hope.
And the Bills is not. Unless Josh Allen pick his ass up and say, you know what? Oh, shit, I'm 6'6", 240, whatever.
First of all, and that's what he needs to do. First of all, it's not even on him.
But he's not.
Bill
it is
Belichick
on him.
Coach
it's not on Singletary.
The reason why Mac Jones only threw 3 times is because Bill did not trust him to throw that ball. You got 55-mile-an-hour gusts with 25-mile-an-hour winds. He can't control where that ball is going. He's a rookie. And his arm ain't that strong either.
Okay.
What that got to do with Josh Allen? Because he has one of the strongest arms. He is big as shit. So he should be able to throw and win. What
okay.
It was the play calling with that, bro. When he made his plays, when he made his throws against the wind, he completed those passes. There were a couple drops, but Sean McDermott did not call that, man. He wanted to call a bunch of run plays. He didn't position his players to do what they needed to do. The defense did what they needed to do, but Josh Allen didn't even throw that much in the first half, bro. He ended up going 15 for 30, but that most of them flashes were in the second half.
But he still threw 30 times, though, bro. Like, for you to say he just wanted to run, and then you just gave Bill Belichick credit for running, and then just went against Sean McDermott for running. Yeah, he all over the place.
Going up against a terrible run defense. Yes, he knew what he had to do in high winds. I'm not going to trust my rookie quarterback to throw in high winds. Oh, the Buffalo Bills are terrible at run defense. Let's just run the ball. And going back to what, shout out to Mina Kimes. If you take away that long run, they only average 3.3 yards a carry. It's really not what they do. Buffalo filled that box in. They did what they needed to do to try to stop that run. They play them again. Let's see how they play on this next one. Go ahead, Dave.
So then, okay, the defense held them 3.3 other than the run. Like you said, Sean, many times. That's great. So that means the defense did what they're supposed to do. So therefore saying the blame has to go somewhere. So it's Josh fucking Allen, bro. You got to just admit it, bro. You've been saying the defense.
Josh Allen should have been a whole lot more run pass options than how you did. He should have used his legs more. He shouldn't have been throwing it. Granted, there was missed field goals, those red zone opportunities. Yeah, he blew it.
Yeah, you got anything, Dennis? You got anything for this nigga blood? I swear, bro.
Hey, man, I just want to just throw in the fact. I think I did it last week. But I just want to throw in the fact that, man, Bo, I called this about your Buffalo Bills way back in the draft episode, man. You niggas can't run the ball. That's what it is. Y'all can't run the ball. So I expect Josh Allen to be Superman, and he not Superman. And when Josh Allen was getting drafted, what was the big thing? Oh, he's a big guy. He has a big arm. I guess it's not big enough for the Buffalo weather. I don't know.
Mm.
But the blame, like the blame got to go somewhere, bro. The defense did what they were supposed to do. You said it out your mouth, bro. The blame has to go. Is it Josh Allen? Is it the coach? I don't know, man, but it's looking like Josh Allen, bro. Josh Allen looking a little suspect, bro.
Cause like, bro, like Kel and Kurt saying, bro, this is the weather. This is what it looked like. He was at home. So it's not like he was on the road. It's like, oh, he only played there once every 4 years. He ain't got to worry about the weather. That's his home turf, bro. That's going to be happening for the rest of the season almost. And every year he's there, bro. So if it's not going to work, if you say he's not capable of doing it, I don't know, good guy. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't say he's not capable of doing it. He didn't effectively do it on Monday. When you playing in wind as a quarterback, you have to throw against the wind. Throwing opposite is just stupid. Because once that ball leaves your arm, if you're not throwing darts, and if you ain't trying to throw it downfield either. If you ain't throwing darts, you ain't gonna be able to control that ball. The wind is gonna take that ball wherever it needs to go. So he needs to effectively, if it's gonna be like that, like how Kerwin said, that's how it is on the East Coast like that. If it's gonna be like that in Foxborough, they need to prepare for that.
D-Light Boss, you got anything? Because D-Light Boss been your biggest supporter on. Now, you know, look, for Dennis, you got to lose almost 8 games in a row for the nigga to start worrying. You know, it ain't no worry alert. So he might be on your side, brother. It might not be nothing to worry about. D-Light, what you got?
At the end of the day, I picked New England. I already knew how it was going to turn out. So I had picked them. That's what got me tied up with you. You know what I'm saying? But I do think that it is some blame to point to him. But I think with and it's fucked up that you're saying it, but he could have made better decisions. Had he thrown the other way, it would have been better. You look at us, saw it. You see it in the film, bro. He throw it this way, ball tail that way. Had he thrown it the other way, it looked a lot better. Like, that's how it is. I wouldn't move away from Josh Allen. You know what I'm saying? I like the mobile quarterback game. That's where we move it to. You feel me? But like, you got to make better decisions at the end of the day. And I think that's what Bo talking about. It's fucked up that you said it, but I guess it's the truth.
Well, bro. Damn. So hopefully they make the playoffs, bro. I mean, they in 7th right now. Y'all saying they're the biggest threat, so they done lost their division over with. I should have asked, do the Patriots got the division wrapped up then? If because I didn't think, bro, y'all threw me off, bro. I thought that everybody was gonna say that was overreaction. None of y'all saying that's an overreaction. I don't know. Dude, is they gonna win the division now, y'all think?
We did say it was an overreaction. What you mean?
No, y'all didn't. Oh, you said it, brother. You said overreaction. The rest of them, my fault. I didn't mean to lump you in. Okay. Everybody but D-Light said not overreaction. So, Bo, you don't feel good about y'all winning the division no more?
They got a chance, but as of right now, it ain't looking too hot.
Okay, that's all I needed. We move on. So as of right now, the Chiefs is the biggest threat. I mean, the Patriots the biggest threat to the Chiefs. If the Patriots get to the Super Bowl, bro, I'm gonna have to hear so much negativity. I hope your Bills do beat them, bro. I don't want this to happen. All of these Mac Jones people and we should have took Mac Jones and all of that weird ass shit. I don't even have time for that, bro. So I really do hope y'all get it together. I rocked with you. You feel me? But y'all let me down. You let you down. They let themselves down. They let the city down. They mamas, the bad bitches was watching, like I said. It was a lot going on. But we move right along into the tiers. Let's keep it rolling. This week, we don't have a new tier. We just got a new name. As we all know, the Lions found a way to beat the weak-ass Vikings. So this is the race for number 1. Now that they have a win, they only a half game ahead of the Jags in Houston. So I thought it'd be cool to bring them down because I looked at all their schedules. None of them might not win one more game. So if Detroit can find a way to sneak one out, the Jags in Houston got some action. So all 3 of them bums is down here, moving up to trash. The Jets, I don't even know what I was thinking last week, bro. I picked y'all. If I wouldn't have did that crazy ass shit, I would have won by myself. I tried to give y'all a shot. You bummed it up. The Giants, come on down. It's been time. Y'all been asking for it. Y'all been saying they ass. I've been holding off. D-Light Boss, you been wanting it. You finally got it, bro. I've seen enough. I've been trying to keep them alive. It's over. Chicago. Hey, I've been only keeping them up on the okay line because of Justin Fields. Justin Fields, they've been playing. They ass. Let's keep it rolling. Okay, but not playoff team. We got the Saints. Like I said, I checked in with Bear. He's not. It's over with for them, he said, so it's over. The Raiders, you had to come down. Y'all sitting currently in 11th. Y'all got a tough game coming up this week. I don't know how it's going to go. Seattle, they was trash last week, but then they beat us. They brought themselves, but they showed, Russell Wilson showed like when he playing at his best with everything working, it still looked okay. It don't look just horrible, but I don't think what they record, they ain't playoff contention yet. The Panthers, Cam, brother, I was happy for you. Shit was going good. It's over with though, bro. Now y'all blowing it. You looking horrible right now, but like I said, it ain't too much Cam Sonic going on a Dead Spot podcast, so we move on. But you've been looking. You know how you've been looking. But let's keep it rolling. Miami, we rolling. Tua, we cooking. But y'all record, y'all started off so ass that it don't really matter that y'all done won 4 or 5 games in a row. Y'all still okay, but I don't see the playoffs for you right now. Broncos, Chiefs. But they not quite as bad as the Jets, the Giants, and Chicago, in my opinion. So I left them where they was at. Atlanta, phony. The Browns, they almost got moved down, but they didn't have a game this week. I don't really like to move people too much on their buys, so I left them where they was at. We'll see what they do this week. And then last but not least, the Vikings. It took me everything in me not to move you bum-ass niggas down the trash. After y'all lost to the Detroit Lions on the last play, 27, you should be cut. I don't know what you was doing in the end zone, bro. Kel, you a DB coach. I should have got you on to talk more about the Vikings because what the hell was he doing, bro? Where was he backpedaling to? What, nobody over there behind him, yet he – but anywho, me and you going to talk about that probably off camera because you a DB coach, I need answers, bro. But I left him at okay, but not playoff team because they ain't like 9th right now. If they was anywhere lower than 9th, they ass would have been trash. Moving right along, we got playoff contenders. My Niners. Y'all blew it this week. Y'all disappointed me this week. I'm tired of Russell Wilson. I hope he moves on. Him and his family, take your family to New Orleans. Take your family wherever you want to go, brother. The world is yours. He could go to Las Vegas for all I care. He could be I would rather him be the Raiders quarterback than to keep torturizing my team the way he do. So we took a loss this week, but we still in 7th. So I kept us in playoff contention. The Eagles, slowly but surely, they made their way up. They sit in 8th, only a half game behind us right now. So they in the move. Washington. Kel, was that you last week that I was tripping about Washington? I think it was. Yes. I was not tripping. Them niggas is in 6th because we some bum dumbs, but they in the mix. They looking good. They got some more good wins coming. Stay tuned. Colts in the mix. They doing what they need to do. Chargers got a big win. Oh, that should have been a question I asked the Joe Burrow versus Justin Herbert. I think we kind of got a little separation this weekend, but we'll talk about that next week or something. But the Chargers doing good. They looking like they finna get in there. Even though the Bengals lost, they still sitting in 6 right now. I think they should still be good. Pittsburgh, you got a close win. They're not currently in the offs, but I think they're like right there for it, a half game or a game and a half back or something. I still think they got motion. And I had to move them down. I'm tired of them. The Bills. The Bills, this is their first week anywhere lower than playoff favorites. Had to bring their ass all the way down to playoff contention. You're in the last playoff spot. Who knows if y'all going to win it out? Who knows what y'all going to do? We don't know. Every week we tune in. It's some new shit going on with y'all. So they had to come all the way down, and that's just what they got to be. Moving right along, playoff favorites. Like I said, the Titans. I don't think the Titans is winning one game in the playoffs, but their division is bad enough to where they are going to win the division. They will be there. This was a tough one for me too. This is just, you feel me? Lamar, you're not a Super Bowl contender no more. Like I said, we seen it. Playoff favorite. He had got moved down to playoff contender as well, but I erased it and brought him back up for one more week. I do still think they can make the playoffs, but this is their last week. They might have to come down. I don't know. The Steelers, it's like, I think a game and a half back of them. So they right there. They win this week. Ravens lose next week. They could be coming down. Dallas also had to come down. They are playoff favorites. I just feel like Dallas is too up and down, bro. Dak, like, okay, the whole is Justin Herbert and Dak Prescott tier 1 quarterbacks. I think we took it too far. No, neither one of them niggas is tier 1 quarterbacks. We've seen it. Justin Herbert is moving up. Dak is trending down. But he's a top tier 2 quarterback. But to say he up there tier 1, Kerr, I think that was you that called that out. You were right. That bum is not up there with them elites. He be bullshitting, and I'm sorry he tricked me. Let's keep it rolling. Super Bowl contenders had to do it. The Pats. The Patriots has moved up to Super Bowl contenders. Like Carl said, they got the greatest coach all time. You got one of the best defense in the league. You got a quarterback that's not. It's kind of like how when we did with Jimmy, bro. Like they understood we don't need to let him do hella much, but if we just let him do just enough, if everything else is going smooth, he do enough to not lose the game. So they got everything you kind of need to move forward. Now they found a second running back. I think that they got action at it. It is what it is. The Packers, they came down last week, and I don't know, bro. Like only reason they came down because realistically, I just don't believe in them when it comes to big games in the playoffs. And looking at some of these teams that they might have to play, same way what happened last year, I just don't know if they match up with this team. I'm gonna say in a minute, could they beat them? And also the Rams. The Rams is Super Bowl contenders. Like I said, they still the most complete team in the league. But Matthew Stafford, I'm not sold. That 7-60 in big game against teams with winning records stack. It won't get out of my head, bro. That's a horrible record. Even if you're on a trash ass poverty franchise, I don't know if when the big games come in the second round of the playoffs or NFC Championship game, do he got what it takes to get them over that hump? I feel like they do because they complete, but I don't know if I could fully count. Moving up top contenders, I had to move the Bucks up. Dennis, you asked for this last week. I didn't take the team you asked to take down, but I did move the Bucks up because if we're being honest, like I said last week, even though I didn't want to admit it, the Bucks is almost the team should be probably going to the Super Bowl right now if you was really looking at it fairly. And if the Bucks and the Packers met up again like they did last year, I just don't feel good about A-Rod beating Tom Brady. I don't know where no matter where they at. So for me and the Bucks is just as complete as you feel me as any other team. So I think that they got the best shot right now. And then the Chiefs, they didn't look great against the Bucks, but they played good enough to, you know what I'm saying, still put them away by almost 2 touchdowns. I think the Bucks scored some late shit, whatever. Not the Bucks, the Broncos scored some late shit or whatever. But the Chiefs, bro, to me, they still are one of the most dangerous teams. They still have the best quarterback in the league. They still have the best weapon duos as far as receiver to tight end go. We were talking receivers last week. We talking just not wide receiver. We just talking receiver and duo. They have the best receiver duo out there. So Allaire coming back, I still feel like they have the best shot at the AFC to get there. And then the Cards, man, the Cards came back. Kyler Murray came back looking just as fast, just as explosive. He would be an MVP discussion. He just ain't played enough to really be there like he should be. But I still feel like they're the best team. They haven't shown me anything to move them down. Ladies and gentlemen, those are the teams. You feel me? Yes, sir. Let's get into it. What y'all thinking?
First off, I want to, take full responsibility, and say to the Washington football team, I apologize, man.
Oh, cool.
I apologize. They've been doing their thing. They've been playing solid football, and they got a SAC alum, you feel me, on their team, you feel me, starting out and everything. So
for real? Shout him out.
Yeah. Keith, man, at center, man. He came up from the practice squad, worked his way up. He started last game against the Las Vegas team. Did his thing. But he did it on Monday night too against the Seahawks. They were shouting him out and everything. But
that's what's up.
I gotta get that out, because Washington been doing their thing. But I think the tiers, though, I think I said that last week, but I think this is the second week in a row you got them pretty much spot on. I was hoping for the Vikings to drop, and they did. Everything else is pretty accurate. The Niners, I was gonna say drop them, but we still in playoff contention, But good shit again this week.
Only reason if the Niners wasn't in 7th with the way they just lost, even though they only lost by 7, to me that was a horrible loss, up 17-7. But like I said, if you were in 7th spot, you got to be in there. But if they would have been any lower, I definitely would have moved them just because I was hella upset. But
me too.
Before I move on, the Ravens not Super Bowl contenders no more. How you feel about your boy? I think it's time we have a discussion because we've been riding. It ain't no Lamar slander, but I think it's time.
Ain't no Lamar slander, but at the same time, you feel me? When you're the quarterback of the team, Josh Allen. But when you're the quarterback of the team, you feel me? You get your credits for the win, and you got to take the losses with him. You feel me? And he deserved the criticism. You feel me? Now we ain't gonna slander him and stuff like that all day just for fun, whatever. But Lamar ain't been playing how Lamar's supposed to been playing, and I'm just keeping it real.
Okay. So you like them as playoff favorites, not Super Bowl contenders no more.
Yeah. They've been inconsistent. You know, we knew that defense was Swiss cheese, but we were just hoping Lamar could work his magic. But I mean, it looked like that's asking a lot of him right now.
And it's just like, bro, he got to make that throw to Andrews, bro. Like literally, he make that throw. Like Dennis said, bro, it ain't how it look. You just gotta look in. He make that that's a little late. Like whoop, give it to him. He walk in. Like it's certain throws he make that is still like. He had a 3rd and 8, I think, to Sammy. He like did it like bounce pass to him. Like, bro, I don't know what he was like. That ball bounced like 4 yards in front of Sammy. I don't know what that was, but
yeah, I was ready. I didn't want to jump the gun, but I was ready because I'm not gonna lie. The drive he made to get all the way down there was pretty impressive, if you ask me. He just needed to cap it off with that one little touchdown. But TJ Watt coming off the edge, man. I mean, that's scary. You feel me? But Lamar definitely got to complete that. But he did drive them down hella yards to get down there. So,
and that's why it's hard being a quarterback, bro, because you can make hella good plays, and then it's like that one play at the end you don't make is what really stick in your mind. Facts, because he did go get the touchdown. That was the 2-point conversion. That's a good point. What else? What else? They like Curb, Bo, anybody? Talk to me.
No, I agree with you on the tiers, bro. I wouldn't move nothing. I think everything's spot on.
Okay. Oh, Jody. D like Curb.
You know, I wish you hadn't done your little eraser thing and you moved the Ravens back up. I think they're contenders. I think they're contenders right now, not favorites for the playoffs.
Oh, you said
just for the playoffs.
You saying the Ravens should go not up to Super Bowl contention, but down to playoff contention?
Yeah.
Break it down for me, brother.
I mean, it's like you touched on it a little bit earlier. You look at the AFC North, the Bengals are right on their heels. The Steelers are right there somehow, some way. Even the Browns are there. It is not all just Lamar Jackson, right? Like he is the best player on the team, but everyone around him is now hurt. You lose Peters, you lose Humphrey. They said that they had to go for 2 in that last instance because John Harbaugh didn't feel comfortable going to overtime.
He said that himself, yeah.
So like he knows what's up. Like that's at the end of the day, I think right now they're not in the comfortable enough space. Like if the Titans were to lose a couple games, the Colts win a couple games, you know, they're still in the wild cards position. If the Steelers get hot and the Bengals get hot, that's tough. So I think they're contenders for the playoffs, but favorites, it's just been so many injuries. If they were healthy 100%, wouldn't be a question, but they're not. So
wait, before you keep going, because now I'm looking at the rankings, bro. You kind of got a point. I mean, they 8-4, the Bengals 7-5, so they only 1 game back, and the Steelers only a game and a half back. So that is pretty close. We're still about 5 games to go. Raise your hand if you think they should get moved down or you think they chilling. Only 1 game up. Come on, can I get? No?
I just want to add, this goes to prove the point that the AFC is just trash. I mean,
hey, don't it though?
God damn. I mean, they're 8-4 and they ain't been looking that good. Come on.
Dennis said, I don't know how the Titans is here because the whole conference is ass. I didn't want to keep doing it, but you feel me? That's the reason. You feel me? Kurt, I gotta think about that, bro. They might have to come down.
Pivot at my second point. I think that trash tier is looking a little lonely.
You got some more teams for me?
New Orleans has dropped 5 in a row. Seattle has not, besides last week, that was the one glimmer of hope. Besides that, they were looking, I guess okay might be okay. They're kind of in between those 2 tiers. Atlanta, I'm not a believer. And then the Vikings, it sucks because they have so much talent.
I want to do it so bad, bro.
I just don't know.
I want to move them. Wait, bro. You said the Saints lost how many games in a row?
Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5.
Say less. Hold on. Trash. Damn, I didn't know it was 5. That's okay.
Third and final point. I got Cincinnati up as playoff favorites now.
Now, wait a minute, brother.
Mm-hmm.
You want the Ravens to come down, but the Bengals to go up, and they got a better. Now I need to hear the logic.
Please.
It's health at the end of the day. Like, yeah, Joe Burrow got his pinky hurt, I guess, but it is what it is. But you look at the teams. I'm taking the Bengals wide receivers over the Ravens. The defense, Trey Hendrickson's been balling all season. Somehow Eli Apple and Chidobe Awuzie are holding their own. You got Von Bell. Like, they got some dudes over there on offense and defense that aren't hurt.
So right now, if we
but what about right now?
wait, sorry, say what you said again, Bo.
I was saying, are you talking about down the line or are you talking about right now, Kerr?
Right now, I'm more confident that the Bengals are making the playoffs over the Ravens.
So you got so basically saying you got the Bengals coming and still in the division right now.
They got a shot.
Okay.
Looking at the Ravens schedule, he might not be too far off with that.
All right, well, bro, I just need you to say it definitively if you're gonna say it. The Bengals is coming back for the division. All right, Bengals is coming for. I like that. I'm okay. So you got the Saints, Atlanta, so the Vikings should be trash too. You said.
They kind of teetering on the line too.
And
we kind of with Seattle, it's like Seattle had like the one glimpse, but other than that, they went out bad on national TV. I don't know what happened against the Packers. He gets shut out for the first time in his career this year.
And bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I wanted to leave Seattle as trash because they really is trash. It's just Russell Wilson has mind control over us, bro. Like when it was like 4th and 4, bro, he didn't even look at Pete Carroll, bro. He just started calling the play like he really think that we like some bitches, bro. Like he really don't respect us, and that really bothers me. But I didn't want to say we lost in no trash team, so I moved their ass up. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. That's why they got moved up.
Hey, it's fair. It's week to week, right? They won the game. You got to give them some props. However, next week I expect them to go right back down.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But the Saints, I can do that for you right now. Atlanta, they might. I want to make Atlanta trash only because they too good to be as bad as they is. But the Saints, the Falcons, and the Panthers all got the same record. So they all trash?
I mean, I would damn near. We've been talking about the Panthers all season.
Damn.
Hey, Dennis, what conference are they in, though? I was just checking.
Yep.
Ass, man. But like I said, I think this is the first time I think that I ain't had too many adjustments for you to make, Dave. I like the points that Kerr made. I think that the Vikings is subject to a lot of injuries, so that take point in them. But I'm not even arguing them. The only thing that I was looking at right now is the Patriots Chiefs. You had Chiefs as top contenders, Patriots at Super Bowl right under them.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm making that switch. I don't know. I think you going off the Chiefs, bro, and what they did in the past, and you done already said it. You giving Pat Mahomes top 10, so I know where your head is right now. But the Patriots, bro, they won like 6, 7 in a row right now, bro. At this point, bro, especially with the win on Monday night, like I'm giving them a top contender position at that point. And you already said it, without quarterback throwing 3 times in the game. I know y'all don't believe in the Bills, but for them to pull it out against them with the Bills at home right now, and I don't care who you beat 7 times in a row, bro, but you can win that many games. I don't know if any team on that streak right now. I got to switch that out. So that's where I'm at with that. I know the Chiefs doing their thing right now, but I'm not convinced with the wins that they won as convinced as I am with the Patriots.
Be like, ball. I'm glad we do it weekly, right? Because just last week, not even like a month ago when you first came on, like this was just like 7 days ago, literally. I asked you outright if we was in the playoffs and the Patriots was playing the Chiefs, could you sit there with a straight face and tell me you taking the Patriots? You know what your response was, good brother? Hell no.
You just said it, bro. You're looking at it weekly. You're looking at this shit weekly.
So the Bills that a lot of y'all wasn't that impressed with was enough for you to then take them and put them over the Chiefs.
Yes, sir. that win that they got this past week, yes, that is them 7 weeks. Yes, sir.
See, now I thought I was being nice even moving them niggas up to Super Bowl contenders. But you saying top of 10. Anybody agree with anybody? Oh, well, no, you got some more points? You got some more for me, D-Like?
I'm straight. That's where I'm at right now. That was
that was the only change?
That was it.
Look at D-Like, boss. I didn't got him on my side. We only got one change. So y'all cool with the Raiders not being okay with playoff, not a playoff team right now?
Hell yeah.
Right where they need to be.
We got next week, brother.
Right where they need to be. We'll talk in 2 weeks.
We'll talk
next week.
We will talk next week. Damn, boy. Okay, so that's cool then, bro. We ain't got. I'm gonna keep an eye out on the Pats and the Chiefs. We see how they come out this week. I don't know I know the Chiefs play y'all. Who do the Patriots play this week?
I think they're on a bye.
Oh, they is on the bye. Okay. We'll see, bro. If y'all can find a way to beat the Chiefs this week, we might could make that switch. If they beat y'all ass again, we might have to keep them. Well, let's keep it rolling. I'm glad we ain't got too many changes. The Saints got moved. We got the Patriots on alert for that top spot. Kerr got Atlanta on trash alert. And Kel, what was the one you said? Which one did you said? I can't remember.
Nah, I mean, I don't think I really changed much. I just gave Washington their credit. I didn't really.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought I heard you. Okay. I don't know.
I mean, I said the Vikings should move after that loss, but I mean,
you think they should be trash?
I mean, I didn't say it before, but I mean, after hearing the points now and then that loss, you feel me, to the weakest team in the league, they damn near should be.
Okay, so Vikings, Atlanta on trash watch. Chiefs on watch because D-Light don't believe. Patriots got a shot of moving up. The Ravens, they chilling. No. That's one. Kerr said we need to be keeping an eye on the Ravens and the Bengals. The Bengals is their division to win. I just be wanting to make my little arrows for when I do my next week. I could be looking to see where we was at with it. Sorry about that. We could keep it rolling. Now we getting into the picks. Like I said, I'm just going to break down the math for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Kill got 4 wins. Kurt got 3 wins. I got 7. So for either one of them to catch me, Kurt, you damn near got to win out, brother. You need to win every week moving forward and hope I just didn't forgot how to make picks. That's your only hope, or you buying dinner. Kill. Now, this is where you come in. You got 4. You got a little bit better action, but the action is still limited. You need to win 4 out of 5 to pass me, and also hope I forget out of the mid picks. Now, if I win one, you got to win the rest. So it's looking ugly. D-Light boss, you ain't been on the whole time. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't got to put in on dinner. You've been a good family add-on. If we'd had you on from the beginning, you would have been cash apping from where you at. We ain't gonna give you up your location, but we'd just say the money would have been sent. So when we do this next year, be ready to send that check, big dog. Bo, love you, brother. I ain't even finna do you. So we just gonna keep on going into the picks. I ain't even, you know what I'm saying? We here with it. Let's get into a Thursday night game. Let's do this. Steelers versus the Vikings. Lego. Kerwin.
I was actually real back and forth with this one. And this is why I kept the Vikings on teetering versus trash entirely, was because of this game. No Dalvin, which is a big hit, but Mattins is a good second back. Yeah. No Thielen. Osborne's a good replacement for the 2. But they're not that good. I'm rocking with Pittsburgh.
Kill.
Yeah, after those bow bombs, man, I got Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh ain't been looking too hot. but I mean, hopefully they got a little spark from that win last week, and they get the win this week. So I got Pittsburgh.
Rouge your boat.
Pittsburgh is a whole lot more healthier than Minnesota is, so I'm taking Steelers.
D-Line balls. We got a clean sweep.
I don't like the injuries that the Vikings got, so I'm going with Pittsburgh.
When I seen Steelers wasn't playing, I went on my look and put some money on it. I'm going with the Steelers. I feel good about it, and I don't think Dallas playing. Like you said, Kurt, Madison ain't a bad back, but it's really mainly he ain't a bad back for fantasy. He ain't really helping them do too much winning. But we move on. Ravens versus the Browns. D-Like balls.
All the injuries with the Ravens got right now, man. Thing is, I just don't trust the Browns, though. So I'm gonna stick with the Ravens.
Rudy Bo.
I'm gonna go with the Browns this week, man. Like going back to what D-Light said, the Ravens got a bunch of injuries. They just lost Marlon Humphrey for the year. Not to mention they got 16 players on IR, man. We all know them woes. We experienced them last year. So all that can be, that's effective. Plus the Browns' last game before they bye was against the Ravens. So not only do they have all that time to prepare for the Ravens again, they had time to get back healthy and prepare to play them at home. So I'm taking Cleveland.
Fair point. Kurt.
Exactly what Bo said. You know, it's the week before the bye, 16-10. They didn't get blown out. All the injuries the Ravens have, you know, who's not hurt for the Browns? Chubb and Hunt. I'm rocking with Cleveland.
Oh, Hunt back too? All right. Kill, bring us home.
I got Baltimore. We're not finna sit here and act like teams just come off the bye week and they just be killing. Teams be real lackluster off the bye week. So I got Baltimore.
Yeah, I'm also going Baltimore for that same point, Kill. Then bye week been whooping teams' ass all year. And on top of that, bro, Lamar threw 4 picks last game, bro. I'm willing to bet he don't do that again, bro. Even if he throw a pick or two, he's not throwing 4 more, and they still found a way to win. So I think they're going to pull it out, even with Chubb and them back. Moving on, we got Jags versus the Titans. Kill.
Titans.
Kurt.
I got the Titans also.
D-Like Bo.
Titans.
Bo.
Tennessee, big dog.
I'm going to go with the Jags.
I'm
going to go with the Jags. I can't keep sitting here saying, bro, I really think the Titans is not that good, bro. But they got off to a good enough start to where it's cool. The Jags is ass themselves, but I do feel like this is the one that the Titans might be catting around, bro. We still know what's going on with the receivers and shit. The Jags can mess around and sneak it. Stay close enough to just get them at the end. Raiders versus Chiefs. D-Like ball.
I'm not playing no more, man. Like I said earlier, you already called me out, bro. They said, bro, if we don't get no W after this game, we might as well start Mariota, bro. Let's see what he got. I'm going with the Chiefs, man. I'm not playing.
Bro, I just want people that's listening, bro, to rewind 25 seconds, bro, and just hear the tone and how that shit just shifted. Like, and the disappointment, like, it just all was stuck in his throat. Go back and re-listen to that. Kurt, we're going to come right to you, brother.
I don't like how you did that just now. Going from me, that is to me, but
yeah.
I want Derek Carr's playing. Now we did beat the Chiefs last year in Arrowhead. I think that was Derek Carr's first win in Arrowhead. I think it's looking like it's 50 degrees outside. It might be a little too chilly for him. So I'm rocking with the Raiders to lose this week.
Yeah.
All right. 2 things. One, I think it was Bo who said the Raiders was looking at the remaining schedule. The Raiders was gonna stink it up, and so far, them niggas been stinking it up. Boy, I tell you, straight dumpster juice. But I mean, you talked about last year, Kerwin. Earlier this season, the Chiefs blew them out, 41-14. Right? Sunday Night Football, I think. Oh, 41, and then that's what got the Chiefs going again. So I caught that game right too. But I think I got the Chiefs this week.
Favored by 9.5 right now in Vegas. Rudy Bo, what you got?
I got two things as well. Dennis, if it make you feel any better, last time you picked your team to lose, they actually won. Stuff happens. And my second point, Kirk, the Raiders did beat the Chiefs last year at home. Y'all remember when y'all rode around their stadium on the bus was honking? They ain't forgot about that. The Chiefs is gonna beat y'all head in.
Yeah, they for the drum diddy dum that ass. Y'all did get on the bus and was riding around acting like y'all ain't had no sense or no home training.
That was my exact reason for picking them the first week that first time that they played them, because
I remember that. I remember you did say that. Oh yeah, y'all in for some shit.
No, because what happened last year is that second game of the season, we were at the house and Patrick Mahomes, it's your Patrick Mahomes shit. That's the only reason they won last year. We almost swept them. This year's a different story, though. They got Jonathan Abram playing strong safety for some reason instead of hybrid linebacker, so they finna toast him again. It is what it is. Actually, Devon Diablo, I think this might be closer than Vegas thinks.
Anyway, moving right along, we have the Saints versus the Jets. Bo, we coming to you.
I'm going with the Saints, dog. Kamara's back. Taysom is back, practicing fully. So and the Jets is just sorry.
D-Lock.
Yeah, you said it with the Saints ain't won in a minute, but both said it though. Kamara back in the game, and that's a huge factor. So give me the Saints. It's the weak ass Jets. Yeah,
definitely a big ass factor though. I didn't know he was back all the way. Kerr.
Kamara's back, but Ingram and Cam Jordan on the COVID list. This is one of those games where you can kind of sneak up on people. But Elijah Moore is also out, so I'm rocking with the Saints.
Wait, bro, hold on, bro. This is the week before the playoffs. Elijah Moore ain't playing? I got him in almost every league.
I think he said it's questionable right now.
All right, bro. Text me about that later, bro. I got to check my lineup, but we'll talk about that.
Okay. Pull it up right here, right now.
You said
hopeful he can play.
Okay, but you going Saints?
Yes, sir.
All right, Kale, it's clean sweep.
Man, I wanted to be so bad, man, but everybody picking the Saints, man. And when I was winning, man, I was just standing alone on my own. You feel me? But I'm not standing with these niggas. I'm going with the Saints, though.
Niggas been sitting, they ain't won it so long. They like, damn, remember when I used to be winning these shits? Like, he over here reminiscing and shit.
Chill out.
Hey, but since you've been losing and I've been winning, I've been jumping out. I jumped with these bums last week. We gonna jump again. Yes, we jumping again. Now listen, this might be, when we look back, it might be like, damn, Dad, you almost gave that week up. Or it might be like, damn, Dad, you came with it again. We're gonna see. I'm riding with you bums one more week. I just really think the Saints is weak as fuck. But we'll see though. Just, hey, when you got, like I was saying about fantasy, when you done won so much, you can take chances. But let's keep it rolling. Cowboys versus Washington, another division game. Kill.
Man, I ain't been believing in Washington, but Washington been doing their thing, man. And if they win this game, they damn near got a shot. Or I think they got a shot at that first place in the division. So I mean, it's a big win for them. So I'm gonna take Washington.
Okay, D-Like.
Yeah, man, I'm not convinced with the Cowboys. Washington done whooped on us, or they got that W. And I'm right here watching the games. So I'm going to take them boys too.
Bo.
This one was I was back and forth with it, but Washington, they rolling on the river right now, so I'm going with them too.
Rolling on the river. Shout out to OG. Carl, what we got?
I'm mad you did that, Dennis. I really am. They did not whoop on anybody. We're a drop pick. And Zay Jones dropping a 60-yard bomb away from beating them. I'm not convinced with them. They beat the Seahawks, the Panthers, and they beat the Bucks. Defense is playing nice, but it's not that nice for them boys in Dallas. I'm taking Dallas.
They down so bad. Dennis ain't even look up when Kirk called his name, boy. Let me see. Damn, bro, I wanted to take Washington, but now the whole squad and took Washington and shit. Now everybody jumped down. Listen. Oh, man, I had Washington circle. But we need Washington to lose. We do need Washington to lose. And if somebody going to win this week, I would hate for it to be Kirk shit talking that. So in order for us to stop this, I'm going to come over here with Kirk. Yeah, sir. I'm taking the Cowboy. I'm hating. I'm deflecting. Because I was going with Washington, but to keep your ass safe, I'm going with the Cowboys. Falcons, Panthers, Rougie Bowl.
Going with Atlanta, man. They get back.
Kill.
I got Carolina, surprisingly. I got
Mm-hmm.
Carolina.
Kerr.
So it's not anybody's get back. I'm rocking with the Panthers. It's so sweet.
D-Light.
Both these teams is ass, but I'm going with ATL.
Perfect. I wanted to go with the Panthers, but I didn't want it to be all I want. So yeah, I'm going with the Panthers. D-Light went with them, so it's cool. You feel me? I'm going with the Panthers. Please, Cam, bro. You can't play no worse than you played these last couple of weeks, bro. If it's even still your job, hopefully. Like, I don't know. We'll see. Seattle versus Houston. D-Light.
Coming off a W, give me the Seahawks.
Kill.
Damn the W. Houston is just terrible. I'm going to Seattle.
Bo.
You know, I was trying to look at this game to see if I could find some leeway, but I couldn't, so I'm going with the Seahawks.
Kerr.
I actually forgotten to wrote this one down on my paper. That's how much I just looked over the game. I'm rocking with the Seahawks. Houston doesn't know what they're doing. They just waived their best defensive player. Come on.
I just don't feel like Seattle good enough for us to go with a clean sweep, but I guess I'm going to have to go with them, bro. Because Houston, like I said, I don't think I'm ever picking them or Detroit to do anything. So, yeah, we're going with Seattle. Lions versus the Broncos. Kill.
Broncos.
Kerr.
Like you just said, I don't know if I'm ever picking Detroit to do anything. I'm rocking with the Broncos on this one too.
D-Light.
I told you before, bro, Detroit, them players don't care about that tanking, bro. That's in the office, man. They got their W, but that's about it now. So I'm going with Denver.
Bo.
Yeah, I would D-Light, bro. That's all they needed was one, so I'm going with Denver.
Now listen, bro. This is one of the first times on Dead Spot Podcast I done lied to you niggas. I said I wasn't never going with Detroit. Nigga, I'm going with Detroit, bro. That's the only reason I moved down them other bum dumps to the fight for the race for the first pick. Because I don't think the Lions going to end up with the worst record no more. I just don't. Houston, bro, is really, 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 really bad, bro. And I think I was looking at this last week. I was talking to somebody, and I said, bro, if the Lions don't win this week, they could get the Broncos, possibly. But I'm going to rock with them and go back-to-back, and then they own the shelf. They own the shelf for the rest of the time. Giants versus Chargers, Kerr.
Danny Dimes is doubtful. Mike Lennon is questionable. Jake Fromm is who would be next in line. Regardless, none of that even matters. I'm rocking with the Chargers.
D-Light.
Called it last week. They pulled it out. Give me LA.
We for sure was only one called it. D-Light Boss, Kill.
The Chargers won last week, so I mean, if you're gonna lose this week, I got the Giants.
Bo Doty.
Giants definitely got some quarterback problems, but Keenan Allen is on the COVID list. But I'm going with LA.
Bro, my whole team, bro, gonna be hurt, bro, when we trying to make the playoff. That's crazy, bro. You said you going who?
Chargers.
All right, I'm going with the Chargers too, but y'all keep coming with these injury reports. Y'all making me sad. 49ers versus the Bengals. Kill.
It's gonna be a tough one, because the Bengals, we know they air it out, and our weakness is our secondary. But our pass rush, I think, gonna have a field day, so I'm taking the Niners.
Rudy.
See the logo on my chest, man. Niners.
You know what it is. D-Like Boss.
There ain't nothing tough about this, Kill. Give me the Bengals.
So they just finna beat our ass, huh, bro?
Give me the Bengals.
Sure.
Give me a playoff favorite, Cincinnati Bengals.
Oh, so that's why you want me to move them off the play because they finna beat our ass this week.
Hey, I didn't say that. I didn't say what the score was gonna be. I'm just saying, like Kel said, they do what y'all don't do well.
You know what I'm saying? The Niners, bro, we up against it. We got some problems. Elijah Mitchell might not play, but you know what it is around here. Niner all day. Kill Bosa, show the football. I think it's only right, show the football.
Bring the football on, man.
We got to show the football. Now, last week we showed them other brothers. Them other brothers was cool. But now we got to go, ladies and gentlemen. You see it. Number 80, Jerry Rice. We ain't picking against him. We ain't picking against them. They finna beat the Bengals ass and be like, you was moving good with the win, care, you feel me? It's looking like some Niners gonna win this week because you bums and went the wrong way. And cool thing is we knew y'all wasn't gonna pick us this week. Another good game, had a chance to be game of the week, but one of these teams been playing ass. I'm not even gonna say which one. Bills versus the Bucks. Rudy, who you got?
I'm gonna rock out on the island with this one, man. I'm taking the Bills.
That boy was losing 50. That boy treating Josh Allen like that's his team. Boy, he said, I'm going to lose, but you
I'm gonna ride out on this one, man.
D-Like.
I'm not gonna lie, this is the one that I didn't make a pick on just because I was stuck on it. So I like the way you thinking, Rudy. I don't feel like the Bills could be terrible for too long. I'm gonna rock with you, Bo. Give me the Bills, man.
Brother Kill, you rocking with your brothers or you on your own shit? Like, you know what I mean?
I love my brothers, but I'm standing on my own. I got Tampa. Interesting stat I seen, or interesting point that they brought up. This would be the last game that Tampa Bay will play this season against someone with a winning record. So I think they go all out on this one, and they just go in cruise control to the playoffs. You feel me? They want that number one seed, or they want home field advantage. I'd say they want home field advantage. You feel me? In the playoffs, and I think Tampa Bay will take this.
Bro, and I got a question about that, bro. I know Tom Brady to go, but he left the weak ass division he was in, and he's still getting to go to. He ain't got no more he get to come from one weak ass division to another division now that they done fell. Like, bro, sometimes you just lucky, bro. But it is what it is. Who left on here? Kerr, who you got? Can't hear you.
I was back and forth with it too. I really was. Tampa Bay, Buffalo. I got scribbles all over my paper, honestly, because this, Josh Allen is not built for Buffalo. They're not playing in Buffalo right now. They're playing out of Tampa Bay. But Trey White is hurt. It's an uphill battle. The thing that if there's one thing that the Bucs don't do well, it is their pass defense. Buffalo.
You said Buffalo?
Matter of fact, I did.
You been saying they weak as shit. I don't know. Kerr, I like your point. I was gonna say, he not made for Buffalo. This is in Florida. He could air that thing out and it'd be cool. Damn, bro. I thought I was gonna get one here. I thought it was just gonna be me and Bo again. I'm gonna go with the Bills too, bro. In Florida, if we was in Buffalo, I might go with the Bucs. But I'm gonna go with the Bills. Kill you on your own, brother. Moving right along, Sunday night. They flexed us out a Sunday night last week, but left this week as Bears versus Packers game. I don't know what's going on, but we here. Kerr, what you got?
Pack.
Kill.
Packers. I mean, this not even gonna be the commentators and everybody just go talk about Aaron Rodgers and his toe. They not even gonna care about the Bears. They just go talk Aaron Rodgers and his toe the whole game. So I got the Packers.
D-Line.
Packers.
Bo.
Green Bay.
Clean sweep. Now this game of the week, like I said, the last game we talked about could have been, but they both ain't playing good. We gonna go with the Rams versus the Cards, so you know how we do it. I need not only a pick, but I need a scope. Bo, bring us home.
I am going with the Rams on this one, man.
Okay.
You know, the Cards are 1-4 against the Rams with Kingsbury, and that one win came this year. I don't see no sweep coming. You want to score, Dev? Got 34-28 Rams.
34-28 Rams. Okay, Kill.
I kind of thought I was gonna be on my own with this one, but I got the Rams 31-21. 31. No, my bad. 31-24. 31-24.
31-24. Okay. D-Light.
Damn, Kel, I was on the same boat with you, but damn, I was trying to be by myself too. Now you making me want to jump ship because I got the Ram circle right now.
Say with your heart, brother. Say what you hear me.
Man. In Arizona, I've been saying Matt Stafford been looking a lot better. I think Odell about to show out in his own. Kyler Murray being back, D-Hop being back. Give me the Cardinals.
Can I get a score?
31-21.
31-21 Cardinals. Kurt, bring us home.
I'm gonna echo Rudy's point. The Cardinals are 1-4 with Kingsbury, right? The one win coming this year, and that game was not even close. That might have been the first game when we had the Cardinals go up to the best team after that. That was the game that put them on the map, and they're going to stay up top also this week. I'm rocking with Arizona, in Arizona, and we're going to go with the score. I'm going, 37-20? I'm going 34-27. The Rams, they had their get back game last week, but before that, looking phony.
So just double check. Kurt, you just said 34-27 Cardinals. D-Light, you just said 31-21 Cardinals. Kel, you said 31-24 Rams. And Rudy, you said 34-28 Rams. Okay, so let me break the tie to go home. And we going home with the Cardinals, big dog. I think the Cardinals going to pull it out. Like I said, but they came back looking just as good. They ain't look like they missed a beat. Kyler still looking good. He's still quick as shit. I think they're going to do it. And I think they're going to do it 35-24. I got Cards 35-24. Yes, sir. Another week of the picks. Y'all, I broke down the odds for y'all to win this shit. So this is a big week for y'all. I gave y'all a couple layups just to try to help out. I'm the host. This is what I do. It's almost Christmas time. We delivering presents. Can y'all capitalize? We will see. But like I said, everybody tune in. Weekly Picks with the Bros. My episode just dropped yesterday with Mr. Big Steppin'. I got another episode coming later in the week with Miss T. You know what I'm saying? Off of Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Y'all type in. We got good content coming. Let me know. Some hoop episodes coming. A lot more in store. Y'all stay tuned. But like, subscribe, comment on this episode and all the ones before. Thank y'all for tuning in. My brothers, see y'all again next week.